Welcome to the tundra. Most of the world's tundras are located in the northern hemisphere around North America, Northern Europe, and Northern Asia.
The tundra biome is characterized by its extremely low year-round temperatures ranging from 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit and very little rainfall and snowfall year-round.
Tundras are classified into two different types of tundras, alpine and arctic. The alpine tundra is the highest life zone in the world, and they are found mainly in mountain ranges across the world, such as the Alps, the Rocky Mountains, the Andes, and the Pyrenees. The alpine tundra seasons are classified into an extended cold winter season and a shorter summer that still has nighttime temperatures below freezing. With these extreme year-round cold temperatures, another type of tundra is the Arctic tundra. The Arctic tundra is distinguished by its barren landscape, which contains permafrost. This permafrost causes the underlying soil to become frozen, which prevents the growth of many plants because they cannot dig their roots into the frozen ground. This gives the Arctic tundra its distinct barren landscape. This biome has very long cold winters and short summers with very little precipitation. These conditions make the Arctic tundra like a dry desert climate. The Arctic tundra also receives very limited sunlight due to its position relative to the sun. The Arctic is known for its cold desert-like conditions with trees occasionally dotting the landscape. There is low biotic diversity in the tundra due to the very short growing period in the summer, which lasts about 6 to 10 weeks. Within this short period of time, the top layer of soil may thaw out and allow plants and microorganisms to grow during the extended sunlight periods, which give plants extra sunlight to grow. Vegetation in the tundra consists of moss, lichen, low shrubs, and various grass and flower species. Because of the region's unforgiving frigid conditions, plants in the tundra are hardy and well adapted to sweeping winds and disturbances of the soil. Plants are short and grouped together to resist the cold temperatures and are protected by the snow during the winter. They are unable to do photosynthesis at low temperatures and low light levels. The soil quality in the tundra is extremely low and defined by its poor soil drainage, which means the soil is incapable of holding much water.
Predatory animals in the tundra are comprised of Arctic foxes, snowy owls, and polar bears. Herbivores are Arctic hares, lemmings, caribou, mountain goats, and musk ox. There are no reptiles and amphibians in the tundra since it is far too cold for cold-blooded animals to survive. The animals that do survive in the tundra have developed resilient adaptations and habits to help them live through the cold and barren land. Some have adapted to the climate by breeding and raising their offspring in the summer when food is plentiful and temperatures are more bearable. Without the summer, most big fauna such as polar bears and foxes could not survive the tundra. Some instinctively hibernate in order to minimize energy loss during harsh winters, while most animals migrate south to warmer climates. One animal with multiple special adaptations is the Arctic fox. It has a short and round body with short ears and is entirely covered in thick fur so as to prevent exposure to the cold. Over the summer, its fur is a blue-gray color, while in the winter, its fur actually changes to white, which allows it to stealthily blend in with the snow. Sorry, my throat feels kind of weird. my voice.
Perhaps the most significant and unique defining feature of the tundra biome is the presence of permafrost. Permafrost is a solid, frozen soil, sediment, or rock that can extend beneath the Earth's surface by a few feet to a few miles. It can cover entire regions of Arctic tundra or small isolated spots in the alpine tundra. Permafrost is formed similarly to how a puddle freezes overnight. Water that has been trapped between crevices, cracks, soil, and sediment freezes when temperature dips below 32 degrees, thus freezing the ground. If this ground stays frozen for over 2 years, it is referred to as permafrost. Permafrost prevents soil from holding water and plant life from sprouting. Consequently, few animals exist in the tundra biome, and there is little biotic diversity. However, permafrost should not be confused as a bad thing, because it is actually essential for the overall health of Earth. It all starts when animals and plants die, decomposes release carbon, methane, and other global warming gases into the air. Permafrost stops this process by freezing the decomposers, dead organisms, and gases into the ground. Packed with thousands of years of life frozen into the ground, the tundra's permafrost is one of our planet's largest sources of global warming gases. In fact, permafrost in the Arctic is estimated to hold twice as much carbon as there is currently in the atmosphere. When permafrost thaws, it is, as we speak, a massive problem occurs. All of our gas is emitted into the atmosphere, and some predict that by 2100, as much as 92 billion tons of carbon would be emitted. That's even worse. What's even worse is that this newly heated Earth thaws permafrost and heats the Earth even more, creating an unstoppable positive feedback loop.